Good evening, everybody. I'm Pierre, the Daily Trader. It is May 30th, and we are going to take a look at Tesla stock from a technical analysis perspective. My goal in doing these videos is to help you understand how you can use technical analysis to make better trading and investing decisions. But I'm not a financial advisor, so please do your own research and make your own decisions. So Tesla is up $7.99, 4.14%, closed at 201.16. Post market, we are down by 21 cents, but still above 200. Let's look at what we have here on the chart. If we don't look at the chart, we don't have much context. So we are into this bullish channel, right? This one right here. I'm going to make it a little bit darker. This is the bullish channel that we are in, and we have a second one that's a little bit less steep that comes into play also at some times. But this is the main one that we are in right now, even though we came out of it just here on May 15th, 16th. So right now we are going above that bullish channel. So this is an indication that the stock is going even further. The stock has even more power than it used to have because it's crossing outside of the channel. We are getting close to this downward resistance right here, this downward big channel. This big downward channel resistance, this is approximately at 206.80. This is a diagonal resistance, so it changes every day. Its value changes every day. We have basically an undecided candle. Yes, it's higher than where we closed yesterday, so that part is pretty clear. It's pretty clear we are $8 higher with it. But what happened during the day is a little bit undecided. We went above and we went below and closed basically at the same level that we are, at the same level. To me, this is an indication there's a slowing down. There's a slowing down in terms of this downward resistance. Let's take a look at the 1 hour chart. So the first hour of the day, we had a nice gap right here. Nice gap just below 255. This is what this resistance is about. So yes, sometimes the resistance and the supports are right there at an even number, but I would also tend to say that most of the time it does not have to be on a specific round number. So right now it's 255. We could not break above it on the first hour, second, third, fourth, fifth, but at the 6th hour, this is where we got the break, and we are maintaining it for the last hour. All of our indicators are super bullish on the 1 hour chart. Let's go back to the daily chart. So let's look at our indicators also here. So stochastic at 92, MACD, we have the 2 lines above 0. We have the 2 lines in the positive. RSI is even overbought, and we have DMI that is also very bullish. This has been a great ride. The ride is not over until it's over. As I mentioned, we need to check this one here because this could be slowing us down. And for people that are wanting to take some profit and are not into this for the long run, then maybe this is going to be a good opportunity to take some profit. You can always sell at any time. You can sell right now, and maybe that's the right call. Nobody knows what is the right call. It's all about probability. Myself, I'm not selling right now. I'm not selling right now because I never sell at the top. I never sell at the perfect top. I prefer to see a stock get exhausted a little bit before I sell, because this could be going just higher and higher. We have no indication that this is going to come down. We had some indication in the past, and I did that in the past, like right here. Right here, this was one ugly candle. It was one ugly candle. We had a longer wick at the top than at the bottom. It was a red candle. This was not a nice candle, and effectively things went south from there. So at that point, I had taken a few puts and I took a little bit of a short position, blah, blah, blah. And also another one that I remember quite well, and it looked pretty much the same, is this candle here. At the 2 candles right here. At that point, the stock was at 1200, and then it looked like it wanted to come back down. Very tiny candle compared to the big candles, the big green candles that we had before. So this is another place where I took a put position just because I was afraid. I still had my shares and everything. it turned out that it was the right call. In this case, right here, this is not exactly the same thing. We still have space here between where we are and let's say 206. And this is still an okay candle. To me, my own decision is to still wait and see. And I might be switching on the 1 hour chart at some point to see where things could be going. And also, I need to mention that with technical analysis, we don't really try to catch the ultimate top and the ultimate bottom, because this is very hard to do. Because if you have a big green day, you don't know if it's going to be the top or not. Yes, we could be having a resistance right there that might give us an indication. In this case, we don't have that. I still want to see the turnaround happen before selling out of fear. I don't like to sell out of fear because we never know what a stock can do. And a stock like Tesla can just go for a long time, even though we think it's overbought. Let's take a look at Palantir. So Palantir is doing extremely good too. So we are up $1.06. So that's 7.77%. Closed at 14.71. Post-market, we are up by 11 cents. So this is going super great. Again, we have a bullish channel and we are going outside of the bullish channel. So this is an indication that the stock is even stronger than this steep bullish channel. We cannot be against that. We have broken a major milestone right here. We had the big resistance at 14.41 and we just went through it like it was butter. So great, this is fantastic. The next resistance is going to be at around 18 something. Let's take a look a little bit at Nvidia. So yes, Nvidia, everybody's thinking about Nvidia because they had a big move up and they were into a bull trend since some time ago. They were into this downward channel and they broke the downward channel here as a fluke and then again for real. And then the move was to try to see if it was cut into a congestion zone. And once it broke that, it meant that it was not cut into a congestion zone. So then the perfect de-risked entry was at $200 approximately. And then the stock has been going higher and higher. And this was the big channel it was in. So then if you entered at 200, that was great. You could have surfed this, blah, 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 blah. And now we had some great news and then it started to go super high here. But as I mentioned in my live on Sunday, now we have a big gap here. We have a big gap. So there's a danger right here. If you want to enter right now, just set a very tight stop loss. The tightest stop loss you can set is at 374.71. If you want one that's a little bit less tight, you can use this one right here at the bottom of that candle at 366. And now this is not a nice looking candle again. This is not nice looking. Long wick at the top, no wick at the bottom. So it tried to go higher, but was pushed down. Maybe there are a lot of short sellers that are trying to push this down, but so far this is not looking too nice. But you make your own decisions. VIX is up by 0.02, so that's nothing. This is basically just going sideways. This is helping the stock market, nothing to see here. QQQ is going a little bit higher. It's not the best candle either, so maybe this is going to come down tomorrow a little bit. Dow Jones, it's still going sideways. There are no stochastics, so there's no bullish move yet. S&P 500, we have a hard time breaking this support right here at 42.12. We have a hard time right there. Stochastic is still there. There's still chance that we can break it this week. NASDAQ 100, it's not the best candle, but it broke 13.013. At least it broke it, but it's not the best break in the world. I would maybe wait for a second candle to see what happens. And NASDAQ has done it in the past. A break of 2 candles and then a break of 3 candles and then it came back down. So maybe just be a little bit careful about this one. Physical gold, a little bit of a move up, but there's no stochastic, so we should not believe it yet. Silver, nothing's happening here, no stochastic. Don't touch this with a 10-foot pole. Bitcoin going a little bit higher. It wants to go high, and now we have stochastic over 60. We should be expecting Bitcoin to go a little bit higher. So maybe it first need to break this. If you really want to be sure, wait until we break this downward resistance right there, and also possibly the corresponding horizontal resistance. And once we break these two, 28,817, then after that, it's going to be de-risked and you will have more chances of success. Ripple is ripping like crazy. Look at this very strong Ripple, way stronger than Bitcoin. This seems to be the current channel and we are even breaking it. So very strong out there. Next up is going to be 0.54 for a Ripple. And the US dollar is stabilizing. It's going sideways and the US dollar is still in a downward resistance. It has not broken those resistance. It has broken one, but not the other. This is a great example of knowing where the resistance are. We see that any stock index, blah, 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 they are going to stop there and make a pause. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing. If you like what I do, you can become a YouTube member. Click on my TradingView affiliate link. I'm going to wish you a great evening. We are going to talk tomorrow and I'm going to tell you à la prochaine.